Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is another pick a card reading. So we are going to look at how does your crush feel about you. So you can pick from pile number one based on it being pile number one, and my new deck that I've just started working with, and it's called the Moon Magic deck by Tarot Solite. I used two of our other decks already, so or you may have picked based on the clear quartz that also has some selenite on it. You could pick deck number two. That is the Dream Keepers deck with the rose quartz crystal. Or you may have picked because it's pile number two in a numerology like number two. Or you may have picked pile number three, the Moon Dust Tarot deck, also by Tarot Solite, and the green Aventurine crystal, or number three, because you like the number three. We're also going to look at we're going to look at a few things. We're going to look at what their overarching energy is for you from this special oracle deck that I got that actually represents a lot of things from tarot, and it also represents certain chakras. And I also have letters, and I notice when I pull out letters I can get cities and certain names. So if you want, I can pull out letters and names, and I can do that. And if you guys like it, let me know. If you don't, I won't do it. So we'll try it. We'll see how it goes. And if we don't like it, we won't use it. So maybe it's good in this reading, maybe it's not. I don't know. And then we're going to look at how do they feel about you? Do they have feelings for you? Do they have feelings for you for like a potential relationship? And what is the potential outcome for the two of you? So how do they feel about you? Do they see potential like romantic relationship feelings for you? And then overall, what's the potential outcome for the two of you? So that we can kind of see how does your crush feel about you. So that's what we're going to look at overall. And I hope that helps. And I will see you soon in pile number one. Bye. Okay, hello, welcome. You chose pile number one. You chose it because it was number one, because you liked the clear quartz crystal with some of the selenite, or because you liked the pink tarot deck. So what we're going to do is look what their overarching energy is, and then I'm going to pull some letters and call out some initials. So that could be confirmation of your initials, their initials, and then I might get names or cities or towns, and that might just be additional confirmation. But just because their initials are not here, your initials are not there, does not mean this is your pile. Remember, everything, go with your intuition. Always pick based on your intuition. And if you feel more than one deck or more than one pile speaks to you, watch more than one pile, because there may be messages for you in more than one pile. This is a timeless reading, so you can come back to it at any point in time. If you end up with a crush on someone else, or even regarding this crush, because, you know, timing is fluid. So we have what their messages are for you. Their energy towards you is two things. It is fulfillment and wishes, and this is green, which is the heart chakra, and this is also the energy of like earth energy, and the waiting game too, which is like two of pentacles. And this is also fire energy. So this is 2 is having to always make a choice. So, but it's interesting. So 2 is, if you think about it in numerology, is fulfillment and wishes are coming true if you think about it and you think about water. But this is all about like the green heart chakra, and this is earth energy. So it's slower moving energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. And this is supposed to be fire energy. And so it's like that, like 2 of Wands kind of thing is how I would more phrase it, I guess. But they're saying like wishes will come, but in time. And 2 is duality, balancing, partnership. I don't want to miss any other things. Diversity, having to make choices, obviously, because you can't have 2 opposing things going in 2 different directions. I mean, it can't be upright and upside down at the same time, right? But what I find most interesting, right, is you have a 9 and a 2, and you add them together, that's 11. And then 1 plus 1 is 2. So no matter what, these cards together equal 2. And so that you're overall, in terms of numerology, the number is 2, which is really balance, harmony, duality. Duality means mirroring each other. So think of more like in terms of like twin flames. I'm going to pick a card about, are you in a twin flame relationship or not? So do you mirror each other? Think about partnerships, and having to make choices. It's that type of thing. So in the end, you end up with a 2 with this person in terms of numerology. But they're saying fulfillment and wishes is their energy towards you, but there's still time to wait. So let's get some letters, and you can see if these are your initials or their initials. Oh, maybe I pulled out too many. So I'm getting the name Henry. I have HenryXLSQIW. I'm getting XX. Another Q, R, B, J. BJ could be someone's name or initials. N. NM could be somebody's initials, or MN. I'm hearing the word bean, Ben, men. I'm hearing the word hex, Rex, Wes. Remember, these could also be your initials or their initials. Wes, Jess, Jesse. You're going on a quest. Ren, Lester. Did I say Ben already? Henry, Irene. I'm hearing the name Wednesday or the day Wednesday. Leslie, Lauren, but it's spelled like with E's. like Loren. It's like more like of a French spelling. Jacques. So that's what I'm getting. So those could just also be your initials or their initials. And if not, don't worry. It doesn't mean it's not your reading. I have black and white ones. And you can see they're like really small. So I didn't realize when I put my hand in there how many I was going to grab at once. So I know not to grab so many because you're the first pile I've grabbed before. So let's find out how do they feel about you? How does pile number one's crush just feel about them overall, Spirit? I'll make sure these are upright. How does pile number one's crush feel about them? How does pile number one's crush feel about them? How does pile number one's crush feel about them? How does pile number one's crush feel about them? How does pile number one's crush feel about them? They could be a Scorpio. How does pile's number one's crush feel about them, Spirit? Is there anything else on how pile number one's crush feels about them? Or is this it? I feel like they're watching you. Like they're watching you on social media. Or on, yeah, any kind of social media. Like they even like your pages or like your pictures. They might make comments. I feel like in pile number one, you guys might be friends. Yeah, I think you guys are friends. King of Swords is at the bottom of the deck, but I see a lion split in two. And again, I feel like they're watching you. But I feel like you guys are like really good friends for some reason. Six of Cups. Yeah, like friends from childhood. For some of you in pile number one, I feel like you're friends from childhood. Some of you, I feel like maybe you like had a moment where you kissed or you went out once or twice and that was it. I definitely feel like some of you are friends or childhood friends, or you might have kissed once or twice, like once when you were younger, or you went out once or something like that. So how they feel about you, and then we're gonna look at how would they feel about being like with you potentially like for a relationship. So look at two different ways. This is how they just feel about you right now as a person. They feel about you in terms of like the King of Pentacles. So they view you as King of Pentacles is really grounded. Again, that's earth energy. Really stable, very reliable, very disciplined, a leader. So you are like, you've got it going on. You're like, you could be a leader in business. You could be a leader, like on at university, on like some committees there at school.
Opening hours vary among
Alexa,
schools.
turn off. Sorry, because I said school. So we have some bad weather where I am. So the schools are opening at times. They feel like a lot of eyes are on you too. Like you're a catch. And again, we're seeing the twos. There's a lot of emotion for you because all this water is emotion, and that's how you feel. I don't know if they're intuitively drawn to you or they're emotionally drawn to you. It's like they want to watch the sunset with you. I'm getting northern lights from this, from like Alaska or from Iceland. Um, the aurora lights over Norway. They wanna watch like shooting stars with you. They wanna watch how the sky lights up at night with you. They wanna, maybe they've done those things with you and you've had really deep talks, but they're very drawn and connected to you, and I'm covered in the chills. So those of you who are new to the channel, I'm covered in the chills. That's my guide who I usually connect with when I do spiritual or psychic readings for people, confirming what I'm hearing, feeling, or seeing as being accurate. Yeah, they feel they like you have other suitors potentially, but they also are watching you. It's like, see how the water glistens? It's like you're light up. That's how they feel, like you light up the room. I don't know if they were recently in a relationship or you were, but the death card's here and it's saying like whatever that was, it's over. Like if you saw them out with someone, it's like no, it's over. I'm not really dating that person. Or if you were dating someone, they want to make sure that relationship is over. That's how they feel. Like, is it really over? Or if you dated before, because it seemed like some of you might have like gone out before, or you've been intimate before. So there's some kind of confusion about what's going on here with your crush with a death card. So they're trying to figure out, is there something going on with us, or is that over and we're just back to being friends now? We weren't really mature and had a conversation. We just pretended like that didn't happen. Girl, you know, if you can do all that, you should be able to have a conversation. So, and the death card doesn't look like the way the death card usually is. That's also why I said that I think they could be a Scorpio, because this is Scorpio's major arcana. I think that's why the waiting card's here. They're waiting to understand what the situation is, because I don't know, the situation is going to be different for all of you, pile number one. I don't know what it is, but it's different for all of you. Some of you were in relationships. Some of your crush were in a relationship. Some of you and them either went out or hooked up or something. And so now they're confused and you're confused and no one knows what's going on. But they just want to like put it to rest and figure out what the heck's going on here. That's how they feel. They want to know, are you still dating that person? They're telling you, I'm not still dating that person. Or what? Can we figure out what happened between us if something had gone on between you two? Or is it over and we're just back to being this like friend thing, or it's back to being co-workers, or like what's going on? That's what they're saying here with the death card. And the death card is full of light. Look at that. It has like angels in it. It has flowers. It's full of colors like that for crystals that people would use to trigger, to bring in love. It's full of like, people wear bracelets that are like light pink, which is the rose quartz, to bring in love. It's full of the crown chakra. It's full of, to like bring in the divine. It's full of colors that bring in love. It has two cherubs, which bring in love. That's what Cupid is. Cupid's a cherub, the one who shoots his arrow to like hit the other person with love. So I feel like, you see how this person is like, the part of their energy is fulfillment of wishes, and they're sitting here waiting as part of their energy towards you. They're sitting here waiting with something big. So whatever it is, all of your situations are different. And this is Scorpio energy. And when Scorpio feels, oh man, they feel really deep, pile number one. So they're trying to figure out what the heck is going on between the two of you. Because they don't like feeling this way. And then you have the Ace of Cups, and this is water energy, which is also Scorpio energy, Cancer and Pisces. But look at that. It's like they hit a bullseye right here. Dude, it looks like a bullseye to me, and they shot a dart, and they hit it right there with their love. Like, I would just say, oh my gosh, I just said Cupid's arrow. Cupid's arrow struck them right here with love. So the Ace of Cups usually means like a cup. It's usually presented as like a cup being handed like from the divine. And it's a cup of love just running over. And it can mean love of self, just self-love. So they have like, they definitely have healthy boundaries in love. But there's also this whole ocean back here I'm seeing. So they have so much love that they have enough love to also give to another person. It's not just love for self. And they were definitely hit with Cupid's arrow. That's why, and with it being next to the death card, that's why they want to understand what the heck is going on in this situation here. There's a situationship going on, pile number one, and I don't know what it is because I'm hearing different stories, and I'm not going through them all because I could be here for 5 hours. I'm hearing too many of them, and I could sit here and literally read them all. But y'all got some stuff going on in pile number one, that's for sure. But this person, and I'm covered in the chills, and I'm like, so when I hear clairaudibly, I literally hear him out loud, and it's always in this ear, and he's laughing so hard right now when I said situationship, because that's not a word I use, it's a word he told me to use, and he's laughing so hard because he can't believe I actually said the word, because that's what he was saying, and he's like, yeah, this is like a hot mess, they need to clean this up. I'm literally repeating what he's saying. He is hilarious. I laugh all the time. Because all of you have got something going on. And that's why you're watching this. I don't blame you, pile number one, because I'd be confused too. Because I can hear the different stories, and they're going so fast. And their love, like, look, they're willing to beach their, what is it? It's not beach. It's, what is it? Like, I don't know what the term is. I need some help here. I think it's called strand their boat on the beach to give you their love, because they're bringing their love back to the ocean where the water is, so the cup of love can keep refilling, and strand their boat on land and just let it get ruined. They don't care as long as their love is with you, because they definitely felt Cupid's arrow falling one. The problem that they're struggling with their feelings with you is the Two of Swords, and this is Moon and Libra energy. And the camel always means they've been on a journey. So I feel like you guys have been on, and I'm covered in the chills. This has been a long time coming. Like, the camel's gone through the desert for a while. He's happy. It looks like he's finally found water, but he's not sure if it's a mirage. So it's like, your person's like, could this be real? Or is this just my imagination, what's going on here with pile number one? It's like they don't know if if like their mind's playing tricks on them. If they're it's not the right phrase. It's like is their intuition being hidden from them? Is it just what they wanted so desperately, but it's actually not real? It's just continuous sand as they journey through. And Two of Swords means, again, twos means choices. But this one means they don't know what the outcome's going to be. Because you can see how dark it is. And usually it's presented by a woman with blindfolds on. And her swords are crossed. And she has to make a decision. Do I go right or left? Like her swords are crossed and she has to decide which path she's going to take. Because she has to listen to her intuition. And the moon is our intuition, our emotion, and our fear. So this person has to decide, do they want to live based in their fear and their feelings, or follow their intuition toward you? And the camel is actually pointing right towards what their energy is towards you, which is that waiting game and fulfillment of wishes, which reduced to a 2, which is also making a choice, but it also means harmony. It also means partnership. It means, duality, which could mean potentially like a twin flame. So they're not sure what to do. One side says, love you a lot. Another side says, they're my wish fulfillment. Maybe if I keep waiting, they'll let me know. So I don't know. Let's see. How do they feel if there's a potential for you regarding a potential relationship? How does this person feel towards pile number one regarding a potential relationship? How do they feel towards pile number one regarding a potential relationship? How do they feel towards pile number one regarding a potential relationship? How do they feel towards pile number one regarding a potential relationship? How do they feel towards pile number one regarding a potential relationship? How do they feel towards pile number one regarding potential relationship? How do they feel towards pile number one regarding a potential relationship? How do they feel towards pile number one regarding a potential relationship? How do they feel towards pile number one? We need at least 2 more cards. How do they feel towards pile number one regarding potential relationship? Is there anything else we need to know, Spirit? Anything else we need to know regarding a potential relationship? No. Okay. Well, I think it's pretty clear what's going on right now with them. So, they're in that 2 of Swords energy about how they feel with you. And how do they feel about there being a potential for a relationship with you? When they think about it, it's almost like they're an air sign. I don't know if you're dealing with a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, but it's like they overthink it and ruin it. Because they start out with the Ten of Pentacles, which is well, you can see all the emotion and all the greenery. So it's like emotion, heart chakra, everything's open to love, open to everything, right? Ten of Pentacles means security, stability, total happiness, commitment, strong foundation, a committed relationship. Like, this is what I want. Usually it's depicted as somebody with like dogs, like another partner's there. Sometimes like an elderly gentleman, there's like a grandfather kind of figure. But this would mean like a stable, strong, committed relationship that you can continue to build. But nobody's in the car but just the woman. There's no one they're building with. It's like you're not there. It's really weird. I don't know if you're on vacation and they're taking the picture, but it's strange that there's no one else in this picture. It's like, it's almost like this person just has like a fake fantasy in their head. Like, oh yeah, this would be great. This is exactly how it would be. We'd be in, you know, Hawaii or Bali or Tahiti or Thailand or something. But they're only envisioning like you there or them. They're forgetting there's more to just being on a trip. There's a whole life or a whole relationship that's involved with it. No, it feels kind of weird. And then it goes into like the Three of Pentacles under the Death card. Like, okay, let's build from this situation. But it feels like they're going backwards. Like, how do you go from the Ten of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles? Usually you start with like the Three of Pentacles and you work towards the Ten of Pentacles. And again, I'm seeing the twos. Two here, two here, two here. Two's important. They want to build, it's like they want to build a strong, stable, secure foundation is how I would usually read this, but that's not what I'm feeling. I feel like you go on vacation with them, have a great time, and you come back and realize you don't have a foundation yet. And so you have to start with building a foundation with them. Like, you guys are like, you start out, like you go from 0 to 100, which would be fire energy. But it's like, they make a decision to like move in your direction or whatever, and you guys like go on some trip somewhere, Greece, I don't know, the Mediterranean, and you come back and you guys are like, well, that trip was great, and now you're in real life, and real life is completely different. So now you have to start like real life, and what is it like to really build a relationship in real life, not just a relationship on a holiday somewhere that's fun and easy. And so that's why the Three of Pentacles is here. It's like you have to build like a real relationship from the beginning, because it's way different and much more challenging and much more working together. And how do we deal with our problems, and how do we deal when we disagree, and how do we communicate with each other? And it seems like then this person gets stressed out because then they're in the Eight of Swords, which is Jupiter and Gemini. This almost looks like a tower to me. Like, see how it's like falling down? still see all the emotion back here. This looks like water. But it's like both your guides are doing everything they can to help keep holding it up. Or your ancestors, whatever resonates with you, source, whatever resonates with you, are doing everything they can to help keep you guys, I'm hearing, strong and sturdy. But look, part of it's broken. And the Eight of Swords means anxiety, stress, worry. But all you have to do is understand the path's right in front of you. Look, it's completely lit up golden. And just walk forward. All you have to do is take the blindfold off, because usually it's the one with the blindfold and 8 swords around her. But doors are right in front of her. There's nothing blocking her. But it feels like you like the two you will. This person views it as like, if there's a relationship with you, you're gonna put your own obstacles up. Both of you will, and make it more difficult than you have to in a relationship. But the path's right there. There is no obstacle. It's right in front of you. So this person gets in their own head. They're getting in their own way before the relationship even starts. And that's right underneath the Ace of Cups. Like this love. They've been love struck by you, is what I've heard. But they're like too anxious. And I'm covered in the chills. So with this Two of Swords energy, this having to make a choice, right underneath that, we have the Temperance card. And this is Sagittarius Major Arcana. And Temperance means waiting, being patient. It can also mean being the divine, being guided somewhere. It can mean alchemy. It can mean harmony. It can mean balance, restoration. But I'm getting waiting. The card that says the waiting game. I'm getting waiting off of it. It's the waiting game. Like waiting for like another 5 months. Because the crown chakra is down here. So his crown chakra is not activated. And how his arms are crossed, he's completely closed off. So he's definitely like, not moving forward right now. I am holding off. And all of this blue is like, I'm not dealing with it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to deal with it. It's like they want to wait. They want to wait for the right divine timing. And this is divine timing. Well, the Wheel of Fortune is, but this can be the divine as well. Temperance also can be. So I want to look for the Star card. But you also have the Seven of Cups. And this is Neptune in Pisces. And that's like, this makes so much sense now. This makes so much sense. Because they're love struck by you. They start out when they think about a relationship with you in like how perfect it's going to be. It's going to be this fabulous relationship, 10 of Pentacles. And they know that they want to build a strong, stable, this 3 of Pentacles. They want to build this strong, stable foundation with you. And then they get in their own head that they're going to destroy this love with you. With this the Eight of Swords, they feel they're anxious that they're going to destroy it. They're going to bring in a tower moment and destroy the love between the two of you, is what I'm getting. They're anxious. That's why Temperance is here. Like, there's like, it's just safer to wait. It's better to wait for a better time. This is not the right time. It's better to wait. I feel like they really want to be with you. I want to look at the guidance and I want to look for the Star card. or what they think what they want is like the outcome. The potential outcome would be for the two of you, and the star card. But Neptune with the Seven of Cups, Neptune means a couple things. Neptune is like, for love, is like Venus times like 100 million, right? So it's like really souped up. It's like Venus on drugs, right? It's Neptune. It's like, whoa. So you don't know, it's like, which cup do you want? Who do you want for love? Because there's 7 to pick from. And that's why they're stressed out. With Temperance being here, it's telling me I don't want to make the wrong choice on when I move towards pile number 1. That's what they're scared of, moving towards you for a relationship at the inopportune time is exactly what I'm hearing. They want to make sure it's the right time. That's why they're willing for it to wait. That's why they had the 2 of Swords and Temperance. They want to wait, and I'm covered in the chills. They want to wait for the right time for you, for love. Because Neptune can mean disillusionment, confusion. Everything looks beautiful. Everything is loving. They don't want you to feel that way. Pile number 1. They want you to feel love struck, and this is the person you love too. They want you both to feel the same way equally. Because Temperance is harmony, balance, alignment. They want you to feel the same harmony, balance, and alignment with love the way they feel with you. They don't want you to feel disillusioned in love when they show up. They want you to feel the same way they feel about you when they approach you for a relationship. That's why they're still waiting. This person really cares about you, pile number 1. Just off these cards, I can tell, and I'm covered in the gels. They have a lot of feelings. I'm going to pause this really fast, shuffle, and we're going to look at what the potential outcome is going to be. So give me a minute. Okay, pile number 1. Let's look at what the potential outcome will be for you and your crush. Let's look at what the potential outcome is going to be for you and your crush. Because it seems like they already have feelings for you. They just feel like the timing is not now. What is the potential timing for pile number 1 and their crush? Boy, is this a slow-moving energy or what? We will see if there's any more cards that want to come out. What is the potential timing for pile number 1 and their crush? What is the potential timing for pile number 1 and their crush? What is the potential timing for pile number 1 and their crush? If any of you are a Cancer sign, watch what I just posted for Cancer and the message from Spirit, because I think that message could also be for you, because I'm seeing some cards here that came out for Cancer recently. What is the potential outcome for pile number 1 and their crush? What is the potential outcome for pile number 1 and their crush? Okay, this card is falling. What potential outcome for pile number 1 and their crush? Pile number 1 and their crush. Pile number 1. Their crush. In the world. Okay, so now of course I get a ton of cards. Oh. Okay, wow. Okay, they gave me so many cards that it's like I can't even lay them all out. Where do these go? You're kidding, this one's not even supposed to be here. Okay. That's the one that hadn't flipped, but I thought it was gonna flip, so fine with me. So this is what your potential outcome will be. This is the biggest outcome I've seen, like with so many cards before. So the outcome starts with the Ten of Swords. And with the Ten of Swords, I'm actually seeing the Three of Swords right here, not the Ten of Swords. I'm getting they don't want a broken heart, which tells me I want to look for the Three of Swords. And I'm seeing just like calm, tranquil water. This is a brand new deck for me, so I'm sorry I'm a little slower flipping through it. Pile number one. They want a really calm, serene, loving, peaceful approach with you. They don't want heartbreak. They don't want heartache. They don't want pain. Excuse me, they don't want suffering. The way we often see people, they demonstrate people suffering, with like literally like 10 of swords in their back, but they don't want a broken heart with you. That's like their biggest fear. And I see the moon in that card. So that's the one thing they're really afraid of. I'm looking for Three of Swords. So I'm getting, they do not want either of you to end up with a broken heart. So this person is acutely aware of your feelings, pile number one. They really care about you and how you feel. They're love struck, like I got earlier on by you, but they really care about you and how you feel. They don't want you hurt. Yeah. Look, because the Knight of Swords is air. It's Aquarius energy, and it's someone who comes in and speaks the truth. It might be a little harsh sometimes, but they're being divinely guided to always be honest and truthful with you, and they will be. The Three of Swords. Look how her heart is like almost covered, and she's shrouded from the pain. They don't ever want that for you or for them. They want your hearts open and exploding with love and light for each other. Oh, this is really cute. This gives me the chills. It makes me smile. This is the Knight of Wands. This is a very fun, flirtatious energy. And look, there's the twos again, the two shells. The two shells, it's all the water and emotion. And they just want you to have fun always and flirt and enjoy each other. And that's where the Three of Swords is. And this is Moon and this is Saturn and Libra. Like, you both have had painful lessons in love. And all they want to do is protect you from that. They don't want you having any more heartache. And they don't want it either. So they will always be truthful and honest with you, even if it might come off a little harshly. But they're going to flirt all the time and tell you how pretty you look, or how handsome you are, or how great you are, and what they appreciate about you. And let's just go out and dance. Let's just go have fun. It's like the kind of person who just dances with you in the living room because the music's on that you both like. It's the kind of person who, you know, picks up your favorite dinner on the way home because they thought you would enjoy it and you didn't feel like cooking. And I'm just covered in the chills. It's the person who just, you're always on their mind, and they just send you that fun, flirty meme during the day because they thought of you. And all they care about is neither of you getting hurt. So they'll always be flirtatious and fun, and they'll always be truthful and honest with you. These are two good energies to be surrounded by. Yeah. Look at that bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands. It's stability, home, marriage. So that's what I'm getting off of this. I'm not getting so much the 10 of Wands. I'm getting, they want that emotion with you. They want to watch this dance with you under the moon. They want to protect your heart from pain. They want to see the whole world with you while when you're in love, because they love you. They don't ever want to say goodbye to you. They want to wake up every morning and say hello and always be able to tell you yes, because there's writing on here. This same symbol, the same thing is on a different deck that that they make. And I want to see it's on the Luna deck. That same symbol is on this deck, and I want to see I have no idea where it is in here, but I want to see what it's between because it clearly means something, because I'm seeing it. Clear as day, I'm seeing it. So it means something if I'm seeing it and thinking of it. I think it's it might be the 3 of Swords in this deck, which would be really weird. But that heart is in this deck. It's the 6 of Cups. See, look, it's the same heart. It's just smaller. Do you see that? Same thing. And they say the same thing. Yes, no, goodbye, hello. This is the 6 of Cups. This is Sun in Scorpio. This is soulmate energy. This is a connection from childhood. This is renewal energy, like reconciliation energy if you've dated before. This is instant knowing of someone, meaning it's like you had a past life with this person and there's some kind of like instant knowing. You just immediately recognize something and you're immediately drawn to them and connected to them for some reason and you cannot explain why. This is them being part of your life purpose. That's why they're your soulmate. You have a soul contract with this person. I knew this deck was important. I knew this image was important. So the world card is ruled by Saturn, and it's not just closing a cycle. I think you guys are closing out this cycle of like, what are we doing? What are we not doing? Are we moving forward? Are we not moving forward? But it's travel. It's good fortune. It's abundance. It's good things to come. It's other energies too. It's not just being stagnant and you feel you ended a cycle and now you're starting new. It doesn't just mean that. And I think you also have this Six of Cups energy with this person, with your crush. That's why I really wanted to look for, what is it coupled with? But it's paired with the Three of Pentacles, rebuilding, and I'm seeing yin and yang. And the Hanged Man, and we know they've been stuck forever. I think they've finally been woken up. I knew this. I was seeing that in this deck. It was driving me nuts. I'm like, what is this? I'm seeing this in this deck. What is it? That's why I keep all my decks in a little special box right by me. Because, well, it's funny we said the Hangman, because then you have the Four of Swords. So it's like, oh, great. This is what I really want with them. Maybe they was, maybe they've finally ended a relationship with someone. They closed out that romantic cycle when we saw that Scorpio energy earlier on. And they need time to regroup to figure out how to move forward with you, or reverse the roles if necessary. Because I see twos again. Twos are important for the two of you, because I think you two are very connected, especially with that now Six of Cups energy that we're seeing. And then they're going to step into the King of Swords, which we saw earlier. The King of Swords is very honest, very truthful. It's air energy. And he speaks with integrity, honesty, and with all this, like, rose quartz I'm seeing, he's going to speak from the heart. So he's going to speak with sincerity. He's not going to speak harshly towards you. Like I said, this person will always speak very truthfully with you when we were looking in the deck earlier about how they feel and what they want to do. Because they have an idea. I think they have an idea of how they want to proceed, is what I'm hearing. And they got it while they were in that Four of Swords energy. And so they then turn into the King of Swords to come present this idea to you. And it's like, oh, should we go on a trip together? Should we date? Should we reunite? I know we, hooked up a few times. I know we dated back in high school and it's, 15 years later, but I never stopped thinking about you. You were always the one for me. I see you're single now. Would you consider this? It's like, this is them and this is the idea that they have for you. And the moon is them facing their fear to come to you to express what this idea is that they have. And they're expressing it as the King of Swords. So they're being very truthful, very honest, and speaking very softly and from the heart. It's very heartfelt. And they're being very inclusive with you. And look again, too. You'll feel very included in this idea that they're presenting to you. This, because they want you to weigh in. You'll feel very much a part of this conversation, because they don't want you to feel left out with the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles can be left out. It can be being stuck. It can be financial insecurity. It can be loss of money. It can be a financial setback. That's not what I'm getting from this. The way the two, I think they're tigers or leopards, are like head to head. I'm hearing tete to tete, which means head to head, I think, in French. It's like the two of you are having this like really intimate conversation, and you're very included in this idea that they're presenting of how they want to proceed with you moving forward. What do you think? Is this a good idea? They want all your thoughts and ideas. It's like up here is both of you, what you're coming up with together. And all of these things down here are ideas the divine are giving you, all these rays of light. They're giving both of you ideas. Because this person also, they're going to freely share with you, but they don't expect anything in return from you. With the Eight of Cups, they're not going to be dating anybody else. They only want you. So they're not going to overextend or overexert their energy. Because I see it paired right here with the Eight of Pentacles. Because they only want to build something with you and no one else. So they don't want to spend their time spreading their energy too thin. That's why their Eight of Pentacles is spent only with you. So they're not worried about trying to date 5 people at once or 3 people at once. It's only you, pile number 1. So the Eight of Pentacles is spent focused on building with you, building a relationship with you, seeing where things could potentially go with you. And look at the water and all the emotion and love. And look, starting to build that 4 of Wands that we saw at the bottom of the deck. That's what they want to do. They want to spend their time and energy on that. Nothing else. Because when they're in that King of Swords energy, they're also in this Page of Cups energy. You can almost see like the rainbow, which is divine guidance. They're in here, which is their emotions, their feelings. They already know because they were already struck with Cupid's arrow, right? From the cherub. So they already know they have very deep feelings for you, is what I'm hearing. They already can kind of see to the future. The Page of Cups can mean an apology. It can mean communication about how they're feeling. So I feel like as time progresses, they start to express like, oh, I really like you. I think we might be able to build something here, or I'm excited to see what the future holds. It's going to be that kind of thing initially. One second, I can hear somebody. Sorry about that. I apologize. Pile number 1. So they're going to end with the Magician, which is Mercury. And this is communication and travel. So I feel like with the Page of Cups being next to this, they're going to let you know. We'll have something to tell you, like, you're what I've been manifesting, or you're who I've been dreaming of always, or do you want to take a trip somewhere? Or they're always going to feel like they can freely talk to you about whatever they want. They'll have really open communication with you, and you'll travel with this person to all different parts of the world, because we've seen all different parts of the world on these cards, and I feel like that's something you can do with this person, pile number 1. But I'm also seeing this as the Ace of Swords. Like they'll have total clarity that you are the person for them, I'm seeing this as Ace of Wands. They'll be highly attracted to you. Like you are it for this person in the end. So I think an outcome for the two of you is you feel the same way in the end too, because this is your crush and you've been feeling this way. But I think in the end, this is exactly what you've been manifesting and what you've wanted, and it comes to fruition. But it's in divine timing, and I think you have to be patient because I don't think it shows up right away. Because remember, they go through the Four of Swords energy, they're waiting for a while. So it's going to take a little while, but certain things in life are worth waiting for, especially if it's your soulmate or the right person for you. And if it's this kind of loving energy and somebody who's inclusive and I'm covered in the chills and has equal give and take and really is somebody who's part of your life purpose and is part of your soul contract and loves you this way and wants to speak with you from a heartfelt place, honestly and truthfully, and build a true life with you. I don't know why it's not worth waiting like 5 months for somebody like that. I mean, people like this are once in a lifetime, and I'm just completely covered in the chills. I want to look for the soulmate card. I mean, this deck might not. Because I feel like they're definitely, yeah, Two of Cups. Right here. So, the Six of Swords is, you put the past behind you. Like, if you guys already have a past, you put it behind you and you move on. And it's just, for you look at all that white light, like you both are very high vibrational. So the past is the past. It's kind of like how I feel what your energy, both of your energies will be. The past is the past. We don't really care. We just care about being together. Two of Cups, soulmate energy. Like, we belong together and only together and with no one else. And then you end up with the Knight of Cups. And that's the one who comes forward and brings the Ace of Cups that we already saw in their feelings for you, saying, I love you and I want to be with you. Like I said, I felt like you guys would dance together. Under the moon, under the stars, just at home. You guys see how all these things glow? I feel like you guys will just be glowing together in love. You'll be really happy with them. And there's the Ace of Cups. So this crush for you, pile number one, might turn out to be the right person for you. For the majority of you is what I'm hearing. The majority of you. Thank you, Spirit. They always correct me. For the majority of you, this is the person for you, pile number one. So feel free to leave a comment. Let me know how it resonates. Let me know if there's a different type of reading you'd like me to do, and I'm happy to do it for you. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye. Hello, pile number two. Well, welcome back. Thank you for picking pile number two. So you either picked it because you liked the number two, you liked the way, or you like the Dream Keeper's Tarot, or you liked the pink rose quartz crystal, or your intuition just spoke to you and said, go with pile number two. So we're going to first look at the overarching energy with these oracle decks that I have. These oracle decks are really similar, somewhat I would say, to tarot. They have major and minor arcana in them. They just call them a little differently. And then they also have some chakras in here of your crush towards you, what their overarching energy is towards you. And then we'll also pull some letters to see if your initials or their initials come out. And it doesn't matter if they don't. I'm just pulling that just for additional confirmation for you. It's irrelevant if they don't. If the pile still resonates with you, it still resonates with you. Sometimes I can get names, so we'll see if I can get anybody's names. And then sometimes I just get cities or places. But take that part as it resonates. And remember, these are general collective readings, so not everything will apply no matter what. If the majority of it applies, it's most likely your pile. And if you just intuitively felt drawn to other piles, then feel free to watch other piles as well. See if anything else wants to come out or if that's the only card. I think that might be the only card. And it is balance. At the bottom of the deck we have deception, envy, which is Seven of Swords energy, wearing a mask. But balance came out, the number 11. You know, this is a new deck for me, so I want to confirm that, because at first I thought this was one thing, but I think this is actually judgment, but I'm not sure. Justice, sorry. Yes, so their energy towards, okay, let's get, before I read this, let's get some letters out, and this can be your initials or their initials, and if there's nothing, there's nothing, and I seem to be pulling out a lot. So I have the letter Z, the letter S, and I'm calling them out that way. The letter V, I'm hearing the name Vance. Letter R, I'm hearing the name Sarah. The letter Q. G. The letter C. Hearing the word cross. Like cross, like cross, like somebody's cross with someone. F. I. Fig. T. Sometimes I'll hear, so I might hear things that might just be of significance between the two of you as well. It might not always be a name. P. O. I'm hearing go. S. R. So I have a couple of double letters. I have 2 S's, 2 R's. I hear the name Ross. I'm hearing you should floss. Stop. Voss. Voss. I don't know the name. Like V-O-Z. Voz. Roz. Like Roz is a nickname. R-O-Z. hearing Susan, Quincy, Taylor, Pedro, Pilar, I don't know, Quinn. I'm hearing the word victory. Igloo. Ice. I feel like some of you might be in a place where it's really cold right now. I keep hearing the word zoo. So I don't know if animals are important, or you like going to the zoo, or like the aquarium. I keep hearing go, go, go. Like stop and go, stop and go. So maybe like where you live, there's like a lot of traffic. Because I'm being shown like you're in a car and it's like stop, and like it's like jerking, or I'm actually being shown somebody with like their foot on the pedals, like got like the gas and the brake, gas and brake, gas and brake. So it's like it's like you feel like you're jerking back and forth, but they're showing me the foot on the gas and the pedal going back and forth. They're showing me it's a foot, and somebody's wearing, it's like a male with a tennis shoe on. I'm hearing finicky, and I have no idea where that's coming from. Sometimes they just have to give me a few letters and they'll start giving me more information. Vietnam. I'm hearing Zoolander. I don't know if you watch the movie Zoolander, or they like to. I'm also hearing the word ghosted or ghost. Are you guys like going ghost hunting or going on like, I'm also hearing scavenger, like scavenger hunt. And I'm hearing trip, like you're going on a trip. And I'm hearing the word, oh, I'm so pissed. I'm really pissed. Like the British term for being drunk. I think it's pissed or pissed. I'm really pissed. It means like they're really drunk. So again, the letters I have to, if it's your initials or their initials, are S, R, Q, G, F, I, T, P, S, O, C, V, Z, R. And I just got the name Rock. I don't know if it's a nickname or like somebody's like really stable for somebody, like they're their rock, or you collect different types of rocks, like crystals or rocks. You like to go rock climbing. I'm hearing frog too. Maybe there's somewhere tropical where there's like really like a lot of different types of frogs. So this is what their energy is towards you with balance. And it actually made me think of the Magician the first time I saw the card. 11 is a very spiritual number. 11 actually is a master number in terms of life path numbers. It means somebody who's highly intuitive, somebody who's very gifted spiritually. I think that's why you see them elevated, and they have like all the colors like of the chakras around them, and they have wings like they're being divinely guided. And this card represents justice. It's like they're, and I see so much yellow, which is the solar plexus. And it's like they're going through a transformation right now, your crushes. They might be really intuitive, or you are. So flip the roles as necessary when I read some of this information, if you need to. But they feel like they're going through some kind of major... They want to be perfect. They're going through something. I feel like they actually are very spiritual. Maybe their life path number is an 11. But you can see right here, that's the crown chakra, which is this. And that's what opens up to connect you to source, spirit, the divine, the other realm, basically. For those who can see other energies, see other orbs, see people who've passed over, who can easily just switch into the spiritual side. I feel like they're meditating a lot, actually, and they are aligning every chakra. Even our soul chakras are up here that a lot of people don't talk about, because people just think mainly of our root chakra, our sacral chakra, our solar plexus, our solar plexus, our heart, our throat, our third eye. I think it's. I don't think it's just called the third eye. I think it's called something beyond just the third eye. That's what I think of it as, because it's the color indigo. Maybe it is just the third eye. Yeah, it is the third eye and the crown chakra, but we actually have other chakras beyond that. And I think they're, excuse me, pile number 2. I think all of theirs are in alignment, and I think they're actually getting their, because our soul is up here, our soul chakra. I think they're getting their soul chakra in alignment. And our soul chakra is the one, all of these have to be in perfect alignment before you can align your soul chakra. And our soul chakra is the one that allows us to see how everything's connected, see all lives before and after, understand this one, connect to the Akashic records. It's very spiritual. It's not easy to do. You know, when you're in really deep meditation, I don't know if you meditate a lot, pile number 2. I feel like some of you do. But when you are in a really great state, meditative state, not a guided meditation, just a true peaceful meditative state, not where you are listening to music or anything, just that beautiful meditative state, just through your own breathing and like cleansing, you become like tingly. All your chakras are open and beautiful, and everything's in alignment. It's like your breathing is in this beautiful flow, like the way the ocean is with the tide, like the way the ocean rolls in and out with the waves. But you get this like numb, tingling feeling all over your body. And it's a nice, beautiful feeling. And you feel this like unbelievable love that you can feel from source, your guides, the divine, your angels, whatever you resonate with, right? But it's like this. You feel like you're almost levitating when you are in that kind of state. And you know you're not on drugs, you're not drinking, you are of clear sound in mind. And that's when you can really see clearly and understand clearly and get answers to questions you have, or connect to who you need to connect to, and really feel peace and harmony and balance. And that's what they're looking for. And I feel like they're trying to align themselves spiritually. And they're also, I don't know if it feels like you two know each other. I don't know how. It doesn't feel like you are close friends. I don't know if you're work colleagues, if you're mates at school, if you're friends through friends, but I think I'll get a better sense as I look at the cards. You know of each other, though. You're not strangers, obviously. This isn't somebody you have a crush on from afar. I don't get that vibe. Pile number 2. But this person feels they respect you enough that if it feels like they want to be fair and just with you, if how they treat you and speak to you, and they have integrity, and they view you, it feels like you've already ascended spiritually, and they're catching up, almost like those kundalini awakenings, or I don't know if this is a twin flame thing, like they're kind of catching up, because 1 and 1, and we were seeing a lot of double letters. I'm doing, the next reading I'm doing is what good fortune is coming for you in March, or in February and March. And then after that, that's the next pick card. And the next pick card after that is about twin flames. And are you in a twin flame connection, or is there going to be a twin flame kind of thing? I don't know why I'm getting that with you, but it almost feels that way. Pile number 2. Not that I recommend the twin flame journey. It's not an easy one, but maybe you've already had something with this person. And not every twin, so, the way I look at it is, I think there's this false narrative out there about twin flames that you have to come together, go through these horrible hardships, repel against each other, have these horrible breakups, and you then need to go on these other journeys, experience these other things, miss each other. You have to, go through all these things to then reunite. That's not what it has to be. A twin flame journey doesn't have to be like that. A twin flame journey can be a beautiful experience. It's what you energetically put out there, right? So you can be on a twin flame journey, and it still can be beautiful if it's two souls who really complete each other, who are both spiritually connected, mirror each other, recognize they are mirroring each other, communicate well, and want to heal that, and are in harmony and balance, and decide together that they don't want that other narrative. They don't want this, well, we have to then break up and have some horrible thing happen, and hurt each other and only reflect each other's traumas rather than work through difficult things together. You can do that too, pile number 2. It's your choice, but you don't have to live that narrative people keep saying it is. You don't have to. It's what you want. Bashar is this really beautiful ascended master who comes through and will speak. I don't remember the real gentleman's name who can channel him, but Bashar is his name. And he's the one who talked about twin flames being that way, that it's not supposed to be this negative, horrible experience the way people have turned it into. I almost feel like we as mankind, and I'm going off on a tangent because I feel like this really could be potentially a twin flame thing for some of you in pile number 2. We as mankind like to turn things into things that can then become financially fruitful. And there's nothing wrong with making money. There's wrong with making money when it causes harm to people. So if I can come up with a storyline that then makes people come to my school, or then makes people all over come and learn and get certified in things to then go all over YouTube or go around and teach, these programs or write books about it. And everyone talks about how twin flames are these really difficult journeys and they all go on them and they're so painful, but you all end up together in the end. I'm making a fortune from it. And that's unfortunately what mankind does. Just like mankind still hasn't learned after thousands and thousands of years, there's no point in war. There's no point in killing. War doesn't get us anything, which is still really sad. I mean, that's just like a basic lesson. Like 1 + 1 is 2. Like, why are we slaughtering people in this world? I still don't understand. It's just really sad. So Bashar gave this really interesting talk about twin flames are not that. They're just another way of being really connected to someone and being able to heal each other's traumas if they want. It's what you make of it. So you can choose to have and listen to that other narrative, or you can choose to make it what you want. It's what you energetically put out there and the storyline you want to create. Because I really believe some of you in pile number 2 might be on a twin flame journey, but you don't have to make it a negative, painful journey. It's just if you continue to listen to that and continue to hear it and absorb it and want to take that on, then guess what? You can have a very painful journey. Or you can have this beautiful spiritual journey, because I think 11 came out intentionally, because that is a beautiful master number, and it's a very spiritual number. And it's balance. You can be very balanced, and you can be in harmony and peace, and justice is all about the scales. It's Libra. It's Libra energy. It's the scales are balanced and aligned. Reciprocity. That's what this person's energy is towards you. So both of your chakras can be in alignment the whole time. And if you're hurt, you can both openly communicate and solve the problem together. Fairly and equitably. That's what their energy is. Because I really believe some of you are on that journey. So it's your choice. You can choose to have the other journey that everyone loves to talk about and make a lot of money off of, or you can choose to have the twin flame journey of peace, love, harmony, balance that is never created. Twin flames were never, ever created to be painful. Love was never created to be painful. Doesn't mean it's always easy to be in a relationship and loving and all of that. I know I'm going off on a tangent, but it feels like this is a really important message for some of you, so that's why I'm saying it. So I'm sorry, but I feel like it's really important for some of you to hear that, because I really feel like some of you are on this journey, or you're just beginning it. But you get to decide which one you want. That's the beauty of life. We have free will. So I'm just really advocating you pick the journey of harmony and balance and love, because you still end up together. You're still soulmates. Twin flames are still soulmates. So, and you still heal together. You don't have to be in this painful energy if you don't want to be. Okay, enough of that. Maybe I'll make a talk on that, because I'm really concerned people are listening to a false narrative. And I keep getting the message again and again from my spirit guides, and I keep ignoring them. And I think they're getting really mad at me. They get mad when I ignore them. Okay, so we're gonna look at, how does your crush feel about you? How does your crush feel about you, pile number 2? How does your crush feel about you, pile number 2? Whoa, okay. Are there any other cards that want to come out? We already have a lot. Does anything else want to come out about how the crush feels about pile number 2, Spirit? Because I think they're going to have a lot to say if they want to be in a potential relationship with you. Okay, we have the Moon, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups. Yeah. I am not surprised. I gotta move my chair back a little, so sorry about that. It's like sometimes I just can't get the right angle without it all moving around. So this is how they feel about you. Look at that, 10, 9, 6. They're counting down. So we have the Moon card, and you can see she's taking her mask off. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. I'm trying to like block the sun for you. So I feel like, one, they might have a picture of you, or there's like a picture of you on social media or somewhere that they're looking at, and it doesn't matter if it's a male or female on the card. They've definitely moved from their shadow side to their light side, because we see this here. I think they've aligned their chakras, so they definitely are vibrationally higher. I also feel, oh, there's something written here in French I want to look up. I'm going to pause this really fast because there's something there's something here in French I want to look up. And so I can tell you what it is. I never noticed that before, but I feel like that's significant to you. So 1 second, pile number 2. Okay, so it says amour et douleur, which means love and pain. Kind of like 1 and 1 is 2, which is duality. And 11 is the master life path number for life path number 2, which they're really connected. So I feel like this person understands that in love there is pain. I think that's what I was just talking about. Like, you can really love people, but you're still gonna have difficult times. But it doesn't have to be as painful as how they portray that twin flame thing. I think they're coming to a realization of that too. Maybe this person's been hurt before, or they've been afraid to be in a relationship. But they're facing their fears, and they're embracing their emotion and their intuition. Because I see water back here. There's actually, I don't know if you can see it, all this water. There's actually like a river or a lake back here. And these aren't Gerber daisies. What flowers are those that are white? Are they with blue in the center? They're on her dress too. Do you see those? They're all down in here. See? I wonder what those symbolize. The blue center. Yes. They're poppy. Anemones. I wonder what they symbolize. Purity and innocence. They symbolize purity and innocence. So it's interesting. She's even standing on it, and it doesn't matter if it's a she. It could. It's just because it's a woman card. She's standing on it, and there's nothing here in the darkness, but it's from here backwards, and it's even up her dress. And it means purity and innocence. And look how she's actually smiling at this, like at her fear. It's like, I'm no longer afraid of what I thought had control over me. So this person energetically is going through some kind of spiritual awakening and is healing themselves, and they're no longer in fear of anything. And there's a countdown going on because it's 10-9-6. Oh, 10-9-6. I was thinking 10-9-8. But there's still some kind of countdown. So the 10 of Pentacles, look, all that green. That's the heart chakra. What is that? Yeah, they've changed. See how there's like this person in this dress and somebody else coming out of it? It's like they took off the old version of them and there's a new version emerging. And the 10 of Pentacles means a total happiness. Like, it means commitment. It means happiness. It means stability, like financial stability, whatever financial stability means for this person. That's how they feel about you. They're no longer afraid of what their feelings might be for you, is what it feels like. They see you as pure and innocent. They know with love comes pain, and they're okay with that. They feel that they're in a place now that they're like secure enough to enter into some kind of commitment. It usually means a serious committed relationship, one that can lead to marriage, one that could lead to long term, one that could lead to a family. It feels like they want to like experience the outdoors with you and enjoy nature with you. They want to hike with you. They want to lay under the stars with you. And then they have the 9 of Cups is how they feel about you. And the gold actually represents divine energy also. So they feel like you have this, and there's all these butterflies. So they feel there's something really spiritual about you. And there's a keyhole here. It feels like you have the key to their heart. Or the key to unlocking this new energy that they're in. Or the key to helping them understand. You're the person who has the key to understand them spiritually that maybe other people can't understand now. Like, you're one of the few people that gets them. Or they want to give you the key to something. Pile number 2. They want to give you the key to... Yeah, it feels like their heart. They want to tell you something that they haven't told anyone else. They want to tell you something really, I want to say intimate, but something that only it feels like certain people would understand who are at a certain like vibrational level or a certain spiritual level, or have had this kind of similar experience, it feels like. And I feel like they're excited to communicate with you. I don't feel like you, maybe I'm wrong, maybe you are close friends, but it doesn't feel that way. They're looking at you in a new light, in a new energy, in a new perspective than they have before. That is evident. I don't think they've looked at you like this before. And then they feel about you as the 6 of Cups. This is Sun in Scorpio. And yeah, see how close they are? It's like they want to get real close and whisper something to you. Like you're the one person they want to tell something to you. So 6 of Cups is soulmate energy. It's renewal. So it's like reconciliation, renewal energy. So some of you may have broken up and are getting back together. It's being friends from childhood, and maybe you haven't seen each other in like 15 years, 20 years. And you bumped into each other somewhere, and it was just like a spark kind of thing. It's past life energy. You've lived past lives together. So your souls just know each other because you've lived many lives together. There's this instant knowing, this instant recognition, this instant, I don't know why, but I could tell this person everything and I feel safe and I trust them. There's some people you can be with for years and never feel like you can truly trust them with some of your like truest, deepest secrets or most intimate thoughts. And then there's other people, because time doesn't define things. And then there's other people you meet and after like 2 or 3 months, you can tell them your most deepest, darkest secrets because there's just something you can't put into words. It's like you've known them for eternity and you don't know how to explain it. And you can't explain it to people if they've never felt it. It's also the kind of energy where when you meet someone like this, unless someone else has experienced it, they don't understand it. But if you have, it's this instant connection, this instant, I don't know how to explain it, but I know you, or you're familiar to me, or we just get each other and it's just easy. It just flows and it's natural. It's like my soul is at home and comfortable and happy. It doesn't mean you're still not in that initial phase of dating, but there's a different kind of comfortability that you have with them and a different kind of ease and flow you just have with this person. Because you've had a lot of lives with them and you both chose to come back at the same time to experience life together again because you wanted to have life and love again here on earth, and that's why. That's if you haven't already like been in a serious relationship with them and broke up, or friends from childhood and ran into each other again. It's usually because you have a soulmate contract with them, and it's also usually that true recognition is because you've had some kind of past life with them. Not usually, you have. So let's find out, like, the real important one about, do they feel there's potential for a relationship with you, pile number 2? That's what we really want to know. Do they, I need to put these cards, make sure they're upside down. Do they feel that there's a potential with pile number 2? What do they feel as in terms of a potential relationship with pile number 2? What do they feel in terms of a potential relationship with pile number 2? What do they feel in terms of a potential relationship with pile number 2? Okay, wow, that feels like a lot of cards. Let me see how many cards came out before I keep going. Okay, that's 6. Let's just see if there's like anything else Spirit wants to say. Do they feel that there's a potential relationship with pile number 2? Do they feel there's a potential relationship with pile number 2? 6 of Wands. They feel they'll be very victorious with you in terms of a potential relationship, pile number 2. So they definitely want to come in, bring harmony and justice, balance, hearing reciprocity with you. So with this potential relationship with you, they definitely feel they want one with you. They start out in this 7 of Swords energy, which is Moon in Aquarius, which is, which we saw at the bottom of this deck too. Look. Take off the mask. And look, they're wearing the mask. It's self-deception. It's wearing a mask. It can be envious. They could also be a moon in Aquarius, or you could be. But I feel with this one, it's them acknowledging that they faced their fears because it's a moon. And see how they have all the swords? It's traditionally shown with some of the swords laid down. They're not usually all in the hands. I feel like they're willing to let it all go. They don't like this energy because they want to be this for you, balanced, in alignment. They're coming in almost like this angelic justice person for you, pile number 2. So I feel like what they're coming in, because they're coming in with the 8 of Wands, and that's communication, that's travel, that's speaking, and with that next to the 7 of Wands tells me they're coming in, because it's also coupled with the Page of Wands. So they're coming in for a few things, but they're coming in to communicate. Look, how you first met me, I was this way, and I've really changed. This is what's happened, and this is what I've gone through. Like, maybe you're not talking to them a lot right now. Maybe you've talked to them a little bit more, or you used to. Maybe you guys I don't know, send Snapchats, but you're not talking like you usually do right now. Because of the butterflies, like they're being divinely guided to come communicate with you with this Eight of Wands energy. They're gonna come explain to you what's transpired, and that's what we saw, these like secrets and these whispers and the keys in their feelings towards you. It's, I kind of put on this persona, or I was this way before, or this is kind of how I act when I'm nervous around someone, but that's not who I really am. This is who I really am, pile number two. It might be I'm actually a really shy person, or I'm just shy around somebody I actually kind of like. I try to act, cooler or more hip, or because the Seven of Swords is also under the moon, so they're willing to face their fears, and they're afraid you're not going to hear it, but they really want this happy start with you with the Ten of Pentacles. That's why they want to come talk to you. And I feel like they're going to have a really heartfelt conversation with this Nine of Cups here. It's a lot of love. So I feel like they're going to explain everything that's gone on with them. If they've been MIA, I don't know, like if they've been on a trip somewhere, maybe they went on a spiritual journey. Maybe they went, hiking in the Alps is what I'm hearing. Maybe they went on a meditative retreat. Maybe some went to rehab. Maybe some work in the justice system and they've been really busy. But it feels more like a spiritual kind of thing that's been going on here. Some of them may be getting sober because I see a lot of cups. And cups can also sometimes represent like alcohol and people drinking because they're happy. That's what they can also mean. The Nine of Cups can, in the traditional Rider White tarot, the Nine of Cups, actually, the person's drunk on happiness. So for all, and he has a cup here. So for all I know, they went away to get sober and they went through this whole transformation and learned a whole bunch of things about themselves. And they realized that they were always this like fake person with people, and that's not how they want to be with you. I'm getting just a whole bunch of things. That's why I'm sharing a lot. But that's not how they're going to be with you. So you're going to hear the whole truth. I'm hearing the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God, which I think actually in the US is like part of like what you have to say before you testify. So you're going to hear everything. They're going to lay it all out. That's why the Seven of Swords is here. You're going to hear everything and what's transpired and why they are, or what's been going on. Whatever the story is, you're going to hear it. And then I feel like they're going to ask you out. Because the Page of Wands is really flirty. It's a fun energy. And I don't know if they're going to ask you to like go listen to music, go listen to live music, go to a bar where there's great music. I mean, if they went and got sober, obviously they're not going to ask you to go to a bar. Maybe it's a cool restaurant. But she has a record player here. So there's something about music. Maybe go to a concert, or there's a cool jazz band or something. But there's something about music. For some of you, not all of you, but I feel like there's something about music, or the two of you have a connection through music and you talk about music a lot. So I feel like you might go look at records. You like collecting records, so maybe you guys go look at like records and look for some vinyl records to purchase or something. But again, nature. Some of you, you might go on a hike together. I feel like you'll be outside, you'll be listening to music. It's a really fun, flirtatious kind of energy. And I feel like that's how they're going to be telling you what's been going on is like, oh, do you want to go for a hike? Do you want to go for a walk here? Do you want to get coffee? Do you want to go look for, some cool new records that have been released? Do you want to go to a concert? Before you go to the concert, you go get food and they kind of tell you what went on. Something like that. Like, I feel like these three cards are all connected. The Page of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. Like, they're all connected. Because they feel like they got to get it all out in the open, but they don't want to just like call you on the phone and tell you what went on. They feel like you need to be actively doing something when they tell you. They need to be somewhere with you physically. They want to tell you in person. They don't want us to tell you on the phone, but they'll settle for it if they have to, is what I'm hearing. And then they move from that to the Knight of Cups. And this has got the moon in the background, but there's something else here. So I'm seeing like the emotion here with the moon, but it's like there's two different people here on the ground. And this person's offering them the cup. So I feel like everything's great. Because they want a relationship with you. But see how dark the card is? It's like they make a mistake. So I don't know if the Knight of Cups is usually coming forward with like from the heart place, like with loving energy or moving towards you with integrity. There's a specific thing the Knight moves with. Yeah, with romance, with charm, with admiration, with art. But it looks like I feel like they make a mistake here in whatever this is. Like, I feel like you understand them, you hear them out, you have fun, you laugh here in this Page of Wands energy, and in the Knight of Cups, it's like, I don't know if they have a one-night stand with somebody, if they did get sober and they backslipped and had a drink, if they the ghosting you isn't really this card. It would be like the Five of Pentacles card, but it feels like they're not showing up, and this is a different energy, and these are two people here. So I don't know if this is you. It doesn't feel like you, pile number two. But they do something out of fear. And they really make a mistake and they're really upset about it. It's almost like they don't want to get up because they're grieving from like this huge error that they made. And this is them wanting a relationship with you. It's almost like they need to talk to their future selves not to do this. But it's not like a major error. It's just, we all make mistakes like in dating, right? Like miscommunication happens. you think one thing's going to happen and somebody else thinks they communicated something, so you think you're going out and you make plans for that, and the other person thinks you two didn't make plans for that weekend, so they made plans to go out with their friends, and you're just like, well, I thought we were going out. And so, things happen, and that could be what it is. It could be you thought you were going out with them and they made plans with like their friends, and I don't know. I feel like if it was for the people who I said maybe they were off in rehab, I feel like that might be like one or two people, not the majority of you, pile number two. But it feels like they got they had too much fun when they were out with their friends, and here you are showing up to help maybe, or they drunk dialed you, or drunk texted you, or left you like voice memos. I don't see you actually showing up, but I see you like understanding the situation is what I'm seeing by the cup here. It's like you understanding the situation. You weren't happy about like what took place because it's under the Six of Cups, and somehow you two like intuitively understand each other and you worked through whatever this miscommunication was, but they do something. I just want to say stupid. I don't know what it is. It's different for all of you. Because they literally show up like the next day in the Page of Cups. I'm really sorry. That's not how I felt. I didn't mean to do that. I would never hurt you kind of energy. Like, I didn't mean for this miscommunication to happen, or I didn't intend to not respond, or it's almost like here's this other energy over here. Like, I didn't mean to send you 3 videos of me out drinking with my friends. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Look how big that cup is. So all of this is green. That's the heart chakra. Look at the yellow behind it, which is the sun. And that's the Leo, and that rules the heart. So they have a lot of love for you. And inside that, look how big this cup is. And the cups are love. So this is water energy. And look at all that water in there. They have deep feelings for you. Really deep feelings for you. And I see roots that are already growing all the way down. So it's like deep, like the deep roots have already been planted and are growing for you. They're upset you saw them like in a bad place, or you could have viewed them in a negative light. And I feel like it was over miscommunication or some kind of misunderstanding about plans, because you could live at a distance. 8 of Wands could also mean distance and travel, so you guys could live in different cities. Because I feel like this could be your energy, but your energy is not physically there. And they are you're not responding to them. They just really want to like fix things quickly with you because they care so much. Because you're their everything. You're their star. This is Aquarius Major Arcana. And this is for a relationship. So I feel like if a relationship gets started, you're going to hit a little bump in the road, but it's nothing major, like catastrophic. It's just, it's small. It wouldn't be alarming to me. I mean, we're all human, right? Look at that. Remember how I saw the purity with the flowers, like how they view you in all white. That's purity. That's the divine. That's innocence. And they view your heart as a red rose. They view you as highly intuitive and sound in your emotions and fearless. You can create oceans. They think you're capable of anything. They think you're magical. I'm going to pause this because the camera's going to run out because I want to look for the magician. 1 second. So they think you can create oceans. Like you can create storms behind you. You have a raven that can sit on you. They just are literally in awe of you. Think you are, I'm hearing, remarkable. You can do anything in their eyes. Yeah, you are their wish come true. You're the person who they always wanted. Yep. Just like I thought. So they think you literally can create oceans. They view you as like you're the one who makes the weather happen. You can create oceans if you want. You can create storms. You're the one who makes the moon rotate around the earth. You make us rotate around the earth, rotate around the sun. Like you're it. Like they view you as so magical, so beautiful, so perfect. So it's really interesting where the magician is. It's next to the Three of Swords. They're so afraid they blew it with you. They're so afraid they lost you. And I feel like this really is something really minor. Like your energy's not there because it was, you thought you had plans and they made plans with like their friends. And it was just not clear communication between the two of you because you guys are just starting kind of thing is what it feels like. Well, yeah, this is, do they want a relationship with you? They do. So this is just getting started. Sorry, I had somebody coming towards my door. So, and you can even see how like there's a reflection of the heart here on the wood with the swords in it. So, and this is Saturn in Libra. So it's like, I learned my lesson. I'm never making that mistake again. They're so afraid they're going to lose you. They don't want to hurt you. It's next to the Magician. And this is the Magician in this deck. And look how they see you. Like you can split your energy into 3. And that you're covered in these crystals that just shine. They view you as just this sparkly light. And you can do anything. I'm hearing you're an earth angel. And then it's paired with the Two of Swords. It also has 2 things too that the Magician can do. And this is Moon in Libra. So it's like the ball's in your court. They've already fallen for you, it feels like, pile number 2. Because they don't want to hurt you. You're magical. You can do anything in their eyes. And it feels like it's your choice now to decide how you want to proceed. But what's interesting is both of your swords are pointing upward. And they're on a mannequin. They're not even on you. You're just going to walk away from the mannequin. Look at that. This is you back here. This is just on a mannequin. It's like, and it's Moon in Libra, so you're going to listen to your feelings, your heart, and your emotions. And you already know this is a person you've wanted for a long time because you wouldn't be watching this video if this is about your crush. And I think you already forgave them over here when they were really honest and truthful because they will always maintain this with you. And they're going to make sure that the communication is better with you guys going forward. And that you understand people make mistakes. But you can see right here, look, your arm is behind you. This is just a mannequin with the swords. It's not even you. So you're just going to walk away and leave this standing. You're not even making a choice. You already made your choice. So it's like you're going to turn your back to this, walk away, and walk right back to whoever your crush is that you want, pile number 2. So I feel like, yeah, this is already the person you're going to be with and want to be with. So your reading's a lot longer than the others. Sorry about that. So now we need to look at what's the potential outcome for the two of you. I feel like we kind of already covered that, but I'm just going to quickly shuffle the cards and we'll see what's the potential outcome for the two of you. I've bent the cards so much in one direction. I'm trying to recover them in the other direction now, but I don't think I can. What's the potential outcome for pile number 2 with their crush? What is the potential outcome for pile number 2 with their crush, Spirit? You know what? I'm going to go shuffle it this way and we just won't take reversals because I have it set up before that we won't get reversals. And that way I can shuffle it a lot faster. Otherwise, we'll be here for a while. What is the potential outcome for pile number 2 with their crush, Spirit? What is the potential outcome for pile number 2 with their crush, Spirit? Sorry for shuffling like that under the microphone. Okay. Let's see. And I'm not going to take reversals because this mixes them up and they're all half a reverse now. So I feel like however it falls out, it's not going to be right. What's the potential outcome for pile number 2 and their crush? What's the potential outcome for pile number 2 and their crush? What's the potential outcome for pile number 2 and their crush? Potential outcome for pile number 2 and their crush. Potential outcome for pile number 2 and their crush. What is the potential outcome for pile number 2 and their crush? What's the potential outcome for pile number 2 and their crush? What is the potential outcome for pile number 2 and their crush? Okay. Well, if that isn't an outcome everyone wants to see, we have the 3 of Pentacles. So after all of that, you're gonna get going then, like I feel like in a more serious kind of relationship, like you're both gonna communicate and understand what you both want in terms of stability, so you can build a solid foundation, I'm hearing, in love, because you're both gonna say what you both really want in a relationship, like what you're both really looking for. You're both gonna say, okay, well, this is actually what I really want. Pile number 2, like some people might say, well, I'm actually just looking just to date and have some fun, or I'm looking for a real serious relationship that can lead to marriage, or I'm not looking for marriage, but I'm looking for a life partner who I can be committed to, or I'm looking to get married and have kids, or I don't want children, but I want to be married and be able to travel the world with them. Like whatever it is that you know you want, this person right here has now come to the realization, because they're now balanced and in an alignment with themselves, of exactly what they want, and they can articulate what they're really looking for in life. So both of you are going to be able to have that real conversation early on. So if you're not in alignment, you don't waste your time dating the wrong person. So I feel like you're going to both say, this is what I want. Do you want that? How interesting. And you're reflecting each other in the pot. You're in the water too. So yeah, I feel like you're almost on a vacation. There's so much emotion. It's interesting. Pentacles are earth energy. That's Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. But there's so much water here. And that's Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. That's so much emotion. So you're having a very, I'm hearing, heartfelt conversation, and you both have butterflies on your back. So you're being divinely guided to have this conversation early on. It feels like when you first start dating. I feel like by date 3, you are having this conversation. And I don't say numbers unless I literally hear numbers. But it feels like for a lot of you, it's really early on, literally like by date 3. You're gonna have that conversation where somebody says, well, this is honestly what I'm looking for and what I want. Because there's so much water here and so much emotion that you're both gonna feel free to express. So you both might have, one of you might have a moon sign that's water, and one of you might have, which would be the perfect match, and the other might be an earth sign, an earth moon sign, because that's like the perfect match for love and romance. Like a Cancer moon and a Capricorn moon is like the ideal match for like love and romance. Like a very good match. Like that was something like that. Like that's probably why it's like earth, like with pentacles, and there's so much water, because that would be a really good match. But you might, yeah, I feel like you're at dinner somewhere. It's like kind of like a more romantic dinner or something. And I think they're gonna initiate it, pile number 2. And there's a lot of love here. Again, we have the 9 of Pentacles that showed up. So this is definitely that energy of, there's a lot of love here between the two of you. And it's open now. Like, I feel like this is your outcome because it's progressing over time. This isn't, like month 2 of a relationship kind of thing. So it's opened. The love is flowing. Both of your hearts are open. You're both communicating from the heart space. You both are in harmony, and you both just love each other. I'm hearing unconditionally. So there's a lot of love here because both of you are working towards the same goal, and this is what you're going to achieve. This is the 4 of Wands, which is stability, commitment, marriage. For those of you who don't want to be married, it's your life partner and a very happy, stable home. So that's your outcome is marriage and happiness. And it's stable and balanced because you have that balance card there that keeps reminding me both of you are in alignment and balanced. And you end with, and we saw this earlier, the 6 of Wands, which is success, it's victory, and I see celebration in this. This almost looks like your wedding. Of course, I don't think you're having like a Greek-themed wedding, but everybody's happy here. But what I'm also seeing is you will both celebrate each other's successes. Like you'll recognize each other when somebody excels in life. When somebody has a victory in life, you'll recognize your partner, or your partner's going to recognize you. You'll have a really fruitful partnership that will always be happy and reciprocal. It almost makes me think of the Three of Cups with the three women. Which makes me kind of want to look for that. That's right, these are all out of alignment now. But I'm definitely interested in, here it is. So the Three of Cups is, Mercury in Cancer, so it's all about communication and travel. And look at that. And it's commitment, it's joy, it's celebration, it's happiness. And they're so happy their feet aren't even touching the ground. I feel like that will be the two of you. You'll be really committed to each other for the rest of your lives once you already commit and decide you're exclusive and your relationship keeps moving forward, like with engagement and marriage. But you'll travel a lot together, and your communication will be very authentic and real, and you won't have that snafu, if you will, if I'm saying the word right, like we kind of saw early on. You'll learn how to communicate really, really well together. And we have Capricorn major arcana here with the devil. You're going to have a lot of passion and desire for each other. You'll always be attracted to each other, and there's going to be a lot of passion in the bedroom. And you end with the Ten of Pentacles. So you have the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. And again, this is commitment. This is that home. This is that I want to build a home with somebody. I want total happiness, total commitment. This is, I want to have a family. We're financially stable and secure. Let's build a whole life together. This is like the Ten of Cups, but a little different because it's Pentacles, which is more also about having that financial stability, however you define financial stability. But that's basically the same thing, but this one also has the financial stability with it. And that's exactly what you have again. This is how they felt towards you, and this is what you have to, I think, as part of your outcome with them. So I think pile number 2, this is somebody who might want the same things you do. They might want them more than you do. I don't know. I think there is no rush in life. There's no hurry in life. Take things one day at a time. I don't usually give advice like that, so obviously I'm hearing it. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the time. Because once you're together, you're together. So until this energy moves towards you, enjoy your friends, enjoy your family, enjoy what you have. Because this person, once they're committed to you, they are committed to you. And then you no longer can make decisions just on your own, because then it's always that joint decision kind of thing. So have fun. Enjoy everything. And if another pile spoke to you too, watch that, because there could be messages for you in there as well. Thank you for watching, for being a part of the channel, for sharing, and thank you for buying me coffees. I am so grateful for all of the support that you give me, and all of you who email me for private readings. Thank you. You know I only ask you to pay what you can afford, and most of those readings end up being an hour and a half to even 3 hours long. So I am so grateful to all of you. I wish you a beautiful morning, evening, and afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Thank you for picking pile number 3. You picked pile number 3 because either number 3 spoke to you, the Moon Dust Tarot spoke to you, this beautiful green Aventurine spoke to you, or you just listened to your intuition and something about seeing this pile on the photo spoke to you, and that's why you picked it. And here we are. So what I thought we were going to do first is we're going to get your crush's overarching energy from one of these oracle cards. These oracle cards have a lot of the same major arcana from tarot. They're just a little different, and a lot of cards that are similar to tarot. They're just oracle cards, and then they also have that third eye chakra. They also have cards that are talk about the chakras. So I thought we would look at this first, and then I'm going to pull some letters so you can see if any of your initials match or their initials match. If they don't, do not worry. It doesn't mean it's not your reading. It's just to help you for like extra confirmation if this is what you want. And then sometimes I'll get names, cities, places. Sometimes I'll even get like maybe fruit or food that you might like to eat, or nicknames or cities, places, things like that will come out. So just take what resonates. Remember, I'm doing general readings. So not every single thing that I say will resonate with you. Take what applies. If the majority of it applies, then this is your pile. If none of it seems to be relevant, then try one of the other piles. And if more than one pile really stuck with you, or you were having a hard time deciding, feel free to watch more than one pile. This is a timeless reading, so you can come back anytime and watch this reading. So this is interesting. I have two different kinds of things from them. I have at the bottom of the deck light, which is basically the sun card, and that becomes a 10, which reduces to a 1, and a 1 in numerology means a new beginning, initiation, leadership. It also means self-courage and willpower. It also looks like they have like a lot of their chakras lit up, but this is at the bottom of the deck. The card that came out for them we'll look at in a minute, because we'll pull some names and initials first before we look at their card. Not names, we'll look at some letters and see what we get. And I call out the letters first, and then I'll tell you what kinds of names or things I'm hearing. So I have L, E, W, Y, T, L. You might have a double L in their name. Z, H, Q, O, C. I'm hearing Way, Lee, like L-E, hey, he, hey, heel, like H-E-O or H-I-E-O. It's like I need a few more vowels or something. The last few times I've pulled out like so many that I have V, I, G. I'm hearing gin. I have X. XO. Like hugs and kisses. F. Fox. Foxy. Someone thinks you're foxy. Hot. And the letter H. Double H. A couple more vowels. Just vowels, just vowels, just vowels. U. And S. I hear us. Gus. Yeah, here's this H-I. I keep getting like it's an Asian name. H-I. Or H-I-E or H-E-I. Tell. Hell. Ye. They're showing me the name is an X-I. X-I is the name. Goes. Fun. I'm hearing honey. Leslie. Xavier. Zach. Jax. Ye with but it's like Lee, L-E-Y, that's what it is. This Lee is with an L-E-Y and then there's an L-E-E. Faye. Koi. Like koi fish. I'm hearing koi, like it's the word koi fish. Zol. Zoe. Lust. Hustle. Hustler. Boy, you guys have got some passion going on over here. I got hussy. Zen. Wen. W-E-N. Is the name? I don't know if these are last names or what. Way. W-H-E-Y is what they're saying. I'm hearing Tay, like Tay Tay is the name. Or someone like someone's name is like Tay Tay. There's something with an F. It's like, well, I have the name, the word fog came up, but I don't think that's what they're trying to say. It's not fog. It's like Foy, Fu. I'm hearing Hanlu, Hanwei, something like that. I'm sorry, I'm not really good with some Asian names if they're not spelled out in front of me, so I'm just trying to hear them as best as I can. I'm hearing guts, gusto, like you have a lot of gusto. Not like the word like, but like machismo, gusto, something like that. I'm hearing je suis, je m'appelle. I have no idea why I'm getting those phrases. So I'll go over the letters again, and it could be your initials or their initials. I have L, W, H, C, V, Q, Y, E, T, L, F, Z, H, U, S, X, G, O, I. That's the name they were trying to say to me. Goi. G-O-I. This is the name they were trying to say. I'm gonna put it in my palm of my hand. This is the exact name they were trying to say to me. I think I have to spell it inverted because I think it flips on the mirror. On the phone, I mean. You can see it. That's what they were trying to say. Oops, hold on. The G needs to go that way. I guess the G I can't invert. But that's the name I kept hearing. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right or not. If you can see it. But Gui? That's exactly how they were showing it to me. And I just noticed when I was picking it up. I also just heard the name Lynn at the end too. But that's what I was getting. And I don't know. So their energy towards you is covered in blue, which is the throat chakra. So that's speaking truth. It's also the number 6. It's moving on. And it's the number 6, which is harmony, appreciation. So this is a new deck I bought just for this reading, actually, that I'm going to start working with. So the way they wrote out the numerology, I made notes, so I wanted to be sure I'm saying it. I also see green here. Look, here's the green. Like they're walking from the darkness into the light, if you notice. So they're walking from like this dark. These are like leaves that had turned from fall, and they're walking into spring. And all these leaves look. It's like the green, like the heart chakra. So he's walking away from a shadow into the light. So I feel like he's moving on from like a bad situation into something good. I'm saying he because he's on the card. It doesn't matter if you're male or female watching this for your crush. I'm just saying male because there's a male on the card. But harmony, appreciation, self-sacrifice, loyalty, and responsibility. That's what the number 6 means. I usually know it as harmony when you think about like manifestations, bringing things into alignment. But I really want to check the deck because this deck I really, really like. And blue makes me think it's actually, from, yeah, it's the cups. So blue is, oh, they're calling that indigo. Okay. So it's, no, that's not it. So this is, this is air energy. So this would be victory. Usually 6 is like air energy. Hold on. Just like I thought. Okay, it's exactly what I was feeling. So they're calling this indigo. I view it as blue, but I guess his cloak is indigo. So it's exactly what I thought. So this is like kind of like six of swords, like moving on from the past, and like they said, moving on from this and healing, because I was gonna say I think he's healing from it, like I just said, healing from his shadow side and moving on into the light, where there's like this green heart chakra in the light. So they said they're healing, they're about to embark on a journey, moving on, moving into a better healing process. They're already healing. They're in a better place. Positive times are ahead. The success is waiting them. So that's the energy they're in. So I was just thinking, like, I feel like they're going through a transformation. They're leaving the dark and going into the light. But I always want to confirm when I'm reading for people. So that's what it feels like, pile number 3. So at least we were pretty much accurate, I think, or pretty close to being accurate. With what was going on there. So they're definitely in that process of transition. I would call it more transition in my opinion, but that's their energy right now of moving into the right vibration, into success, into the right place for themselves, whatever that is. It's going to be different for every one of them. I could spend an hour and tell you what it is. If it was a private reading, I would need 15 to 20 minutes to tell you what it is. But I'm not going to sit here and try to guess for the whole collective because it'll just take too long. We just know they're moving in the right direction, and that's the most important thing. So let's see. How does your crush feel about you? Pile number 3. How does your crush feel about pile number 3? How does your crush feel about pile number 3? How does your crush feel about pile number 3? How does your crush feel about pile number 3? How does your crush feel about pile number 3? How does your crush feel about pile number 3? How does your crush feel about pile number 3? Is there anything else we need to know, Spirit, about how their crush feels about pile number 3? Is there anything else we need to know about how their crush feels about pile number 3? Is there anything else we need to know about how their crush feels about pile number 3? Is there anything else that their crush needs to know about how they feel about pile number 3? Okay. Just like I thought. Okay. 10 of Wands, yeah. They're definitely closing out that cycle. They're in the 10 of Wands. It feels like not towards you, but I think it's related to that energy of self-sacrifice, moving on. They're letting go of that and bringing themselves into harmony and alignment, it feels like. So I feel like how they feel towards you is 2 things. So I'm going to group it 2 ways. So I feel like they've got like a message here for you. Like, I feel this way, but kind of thing. Like, let me put a semicolon. Okay, so pile number 3, they have the 10 of Pentacles for you. The 10 of Pentacles is earth energy, and it's typically depicted as 10 Pentacles, obviously. A man and woman. It usually has multiple dogs in there, and usually like some kind of like grandparent kind of figure. It means total stability. It means commitment. Total stability in terms of finances, however that's defined for you. It means it's kind of like the 10 of Cups, but with also a lot of financial stability and security, and being able to have a happy home, happy life, total commitment in a relationship. And you can see yin and yang here. So that's how they feel about you. Like, there's potential for total commitment. That's how they feel about you. And for some of you, I'm getting that's how they feel about you. For others of you, I'm getting that's what you deserve, is that kind of life. You deserve somebody who can already provide. So sometimes I'll get multiple messages. So I feel like it's kind of divided for you, pile number 3. I'm also getting, for some of you, you already deserve this now. You deserve to find somebody who can already give you that kind of relationship, or who can date you now and provide you that and give you what you want and what you're looking for. Because I can't give that to you right this second. That you deserve somebody who can financially provide for you, because I feel like this person can't right now for some reason, for some of you. And they want you to be happy, and they want you to be able to be married, and they want you to be able to have a home and have the family and have everything you want, all your dreams. And they're saying, I feel like they feel that that's what you deserve, and you should be happy and in love and have all those things, because they feel like they can't give that to you right now. They feel like their process is going to take a while. This is for some of you, pile number 3, not all of you. So take it as it resonates, okay? Take it as it resonates. It's not for all of you. For the majority of you, I feel like also, so for the first part, not the group I just mentioned, they want that 10 of Pentacles. They feel they want that 10 of Pentacles and all of that. And then it's the Page of Wands, which is, I want to flirt with you. I want to spend time with you. Because hourglass can mean time, spending time. Page of Wands is like that. It's flirting. It's fire energy. I'm getting 2 things off of this, though. I'm getting, it's going to be a while, because the hourglass with time, and they feel like time's running out, like it's slipping through their fingers with the sand before they can move toward you. And ironically, it says moving on, because they're still in that energy of trying to get all into the light and heal whatever they're healing. And for all of you, I feel like I feel like some of you know what it is, and some of you don't know. I feel like it's hidden. It's a very private matter, but for some of you, I feel like you might know what it is. For others of you, like they know time's not on their side. The hourglass also means, or is a symbol for Saturn. And those of you who watch my channel, I'm sure are like, oh my gosh, will she shut up about the planet Saturn? But Saturn means learning and lessons. And I feel like they're saying, I still have lessons I'm learning right now, and I'm trying to go through them so I can be worthy of you. I can be more high vibrational. It's almost like a portal, right? I'm going through this portal to get into the light so I can meet you energetically and be high enough, because they know their energy's lower, and if their energy's too low, they're going to bring you down, and they don't want to do that to you. But this is a loving energy. This is a good person. This is a very good person and a very loving energy. They care enough to say, if you need to move on, move on. For some of you, it feels like. For others of you, they're saying, hey, I'm working on myself, and I know it could take a while. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm trying to get to this place because I don't want to pull you down. I'm working really hard. Yeah, pile number 3, they're working really hard. They don't want to bring you down. They don't want to, and they don't want to go backwards either. They don't want to rush into you, because I feel like some of that, for a lot of you, they want to move toward you, is what their feelings feel like, but they're just like, if I do, I'm gonna pull them down, and that's not fair to them. So they're being really respectful to you and where you are spiritually and energetically, because when you're not an energetic match, and especially when it's a big mismatch, one's really high and one's lower, and one's trying to raise their vibration but they're not there yet, one has to change their energy. And usually if one's low, the high one has to lower their energy. And it's really unfair to ask someone to shift their vibration and become much lower, because it changes everything about who you are as a person. It changes who you are spiritually, who you are emotionally, who you are cognitively, your happiness. It's like, once you've seen behind the curtains and you understand, it's hard to unsee, but it's like asking someone to unsee it all and come back down, walk through molasses and be on just this 3D low-level energetic world and pretend like you don't understand the law of attraction and energy and vibration and meditation. And yeah, life is hard no matter what. That's part of being here on earth and being human. But it's like it would be asking somebody to just pretend none of that's real and just participate in behaviors that are unhealthy for yourself, and they don't want to ask that of you. And so they're like, I know you've already learned your lessons too, is what they're saying. You already get it. Especially with it next to the Ten of Pentacles. It's like, I know you already get this, so if you want to soar high, go soar high. It's okay if you need to move on, because I don't know how long it's going to take me. I feel like that's actually for the majority of you. For a few of you, I feel like this person's almost done, and they're like, I'm almost done. Do you see how close I am? I'm almost done. Can you hang on for me, please? That's how they're feeling. And then it's like they have the Seven of Swords here, which is a moon in Aquarius. Which is usually trickery, self-deception, like they're deceiving themselves, putting on a false mask. But I feel like with this card, they're being honest with the heart that they have feelings for you. And with it being the moon, they're not hiding from the fact that they have feelings for you. But they're kind of, I don't know if it's deceiving themselves. I feel like they're deceiving themselves, because with the they're next to the devil, which is Capricorn's major arcana. So with these two being next to each other, it's like, well, I know I really care for pile number 3 a lot. So if I tell them how much I care about him and I'm working on myself, maybe that's good enough. And they know it's going to take a while. That's just them. Like, the devil always shows up in a way that's very attractive and very alluring. The Ten of Pentacles. Well, if I tell them this is what I really want with them, because I do, I can just leave this part out on, I don't know how long it's going to take. And tell them I do have feelings for them, and this is what I really want to build one day. I just don't know if it takes 10 years to get there, or 7 years. And I have no idea why I said 10 years. Oh, maybe because of 10 of Pentacles and 7 because of 7 of Swords. But it's kind of like they have no idea how long it's going to take for them to get there. So they're deceiving themselves, but they really don't want to deceive you. They don't want to deceive you, and they don't want to put on a false mask with you. They really want to be honest with you. So I feel like they're trying to, I almost feel like they're not really talking to you. Some of you may not be in contact with this person, or it's so limited. It's like, what happened? Why? We were really good friends, or we were like the best of colleagues, or this was like my best friend. Like, why is he like not even talking to me anymore? Or like one of your closest friends in your circle, and you're like, how come he's just like fallen off the planet? Yeah, I have a crush on him, but he doesn't really know because no one knows. It's because he doesn't want to, I'm getting sleep with you and then disappear. Because he knows that would be wrong. And I'm just saying he, because there's a he on this card. It could be a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. But it really feels like this person is really trying hard to fight, wearing a false mask with you of, oh, but I have feelings for you. Well, they do, but they don't want to show up in the wrong energy with you. They want to be in the only that high vibrational energy. But this devil energy is, well, I can show up a different way. I can pull it off for a few days. Yeah, anyone can be high vibrational for a few days, but you can't maintain it, and they know that. So with the Seven of Swords next to the devil, it's like they know they're fooling themselves. They don't want to fool you. They do not want to fool you. Is their feelings. It's like, I gotta work. They're working really hard to fight that urge. Especially the Moon card came out. And again, this is fear, emotion, and intuition. Their biggest fear, I feel, is really deceiving you and lying to you. And they don't want to do that. They really want to be honest with you. They're trying hard to listen to their intuition. They're trying hard to ignore this little voice, that little voice that says, oh, just, you'll be okay. They might be open to it, you never know. Who's open to that? Who's open to somebody that they really like and are really interested in, and says, oh yes, this is what I'm looking for, that kind of relationship, but forgets to tell them, by the way, I'm working on myself and I might be gone for, I'm not open to a relationship. I'm just telling you that's what I want long term, but I might not be available for one for the next 5 years. Who's open to that? Not most people. You want to sit around and wait? I don't think so. So they're trying really hard to ignore that and listen to what they know the right thing to do is, because they want to do the right thing by you. And you see how this hand is up like this? They see this as a stop sign, like, don't do that. It's wrong. Don't do it. And this was the last card that came out. So they're listening, they're really listening to that. intuition of don't do it, and they're really listening to that inner voice of don't do that to them, and their fear of hurting you, because they know deceiving you, tricking you, because that's what the devil, I feel, is trying to do, is trick you into going out a few times and then they're going to disappear. They're really listening hard to that because they're just not in that space right now. Now, I don't know, they could be in that space in like a month, but they're not in that space right now when I'm doing this reading on the 17th at 4:15 p.m. But remember, energy, timing, and people are all fluid. So things always change. It doesn't mean they won't be in that energy in a few weeks. They're just not in it today. This is a timeless reading, so it can change. So let's see, do they feel that there is potential for a relationship with the two of you? Do they feel there's a potential for a relationship with pile number 3? Do they feel there's a potential for a relationship with pile number 3? Do they feel there's a potential for a relationship with pile number 3? Do they feel there's potential for a relationship with pile number 3? Try one more time and then I'm going to shuffle the cards. Do they feel that there's potential for a relationship with pile number 3? Do they feel that there's potential for a relationship with pile number 3? Do they feel that there's potential for a relationship with pile number 3? Do they feel that there's potential for a relationship with pile number 3? Okay, I need to shuffle the cards. Sorry about that. It's going to take a minute. I can see somebody's left something up there. I have to pause the camera or my camera's going to run out. So I'll pause it while I show. Okay, so let's see what else we get. We only have one card out right now. Do they feel that there's potential for a relationship with pile number 3? Do they feel that there's potential for a relationship with pile number 3? Do they feel that there's potential for a relationship with pile number 3? Okay. They feel that there's potential for a relationship with pile number 3. They feel that there's potential for a relationship with pile number 3. Do they feel that there's potential for a relationship with pile number 3? Do they feel that there's potential for a relationship with pile number 3? Are there any more cards for potential for relationship with pile number 3, Spirit? Okay. Judgment is at the bottom of the deck. That is Scorpio energy. It's Pluto that rules it. It says the king of the Egyptian. This is death and rebirth, major transformation, which we know they're going through. This is reconciliation. This is life-altering events. Your life will never be the same. Okay, so let's see. So, potential for a relationship. There's the Page of Swords. And it's like they have something they want to say to you. They can't get off the ground. Because their wings are like spread open like to fly to you. And Page of Swords is air energy, so it's fast moving communication. It'd be like a text, email, voice memo, Snapchat, TikTok kind of thing, WhatsApp, something like that. But the person is sitting on one leg, so it's like they can't get it going. And the Ace of Swords is a total clarity over a situation. It's air energy also. And it came out reversed, which means uncertainty, unsure. They don't know. And I see the third eye in here, like their intuition's not working for them in terms of clarity. And I usually see this as two souls, like pulling together. But right now I just see it being like, what's the word? Pulled further apart. Going in opposite directions. I can't think of the word. So it's like, since they can't communicate to you, I think they can't communicate to you because they don't have clarity over what they want, if they want a relationship or not with you. And because of that, both of you are heading in opposite directions. The Three of Cups is Mercury in Cancer. This can mean commitment. This can mean celebration. This can mean coming together. This can mean having fun, joy. Mercury is communication and travel. Three of Cups can also mean third party. So for pile number 3, I'm getting 2 different stories off of this card. For some of you, I'm getting you, pile number 3, who are watching, start dating someone else because you're just like, whatever, I'm done with this. And they like run into you somewhere. And I see this is the moon. So it hits them with their emotions, like, oh, whoa, I really did blow it. Like, I never followed up on what I really wanted. I never talked to them. I never made that move I should have. I'm finally in this good energy, and I kind of forgot to reach out to pile number 3 because I did want to go out with them. I just kind of stayed stuck on asking them out. And so it's like they run into you like at an outdoor cafe, or they see you like in a window, like they're outside looking in and see you in a window somewhere, or they hear about you through like mutual friends, or yeah, something like that. Or at a party they see you, you're all celebrating something, and they end up being at the party. But a lot of time's gone by. I feel like time has passed. Like this feels like spring, summer to me. Spring, summer in the United States. So this feels like April through like July or August is when this is happening. Maybe even May through August when this is happening. Now you could decide to want to go out with this person if they end up asking you out. I don't know, because you could just be passing the time for all I know. But I feel like that's some of you, pile number 3, not all of you. And they're regretting not talking to you. Like, they're just like, why didn't I ever communicate? For the same group of you that's in that third party situation, or not a third party, that you're dating someone else now, I feel like you want to on a trip somewhere with someone. Like, you went to Greece, you went somewhere in the Mediterranean, you went somewhere in the Caribbean, you went somewhere like to Brazil, Indonesia, Bali. Like, I'm getting some kind of like tropical vibe. And they saw pictures, because Mercury is also travel. So I feel like you went somewhere tropical. I'm getting Tahiti, Thailand, Fiji. So also places like that, Malaysia. So you went to places like that and posted either pictures online and social media, or you're at some kind of, and they saw it. This is like the picture that they're seeing being posted, and it's like you're standing here in like a really pretty, like, you know, like summer dress out because it's hot outside. Cartagena is what I'm also hearing. And like, oh my gosh, I blew it. I can't believe I didn't ask them out. I was finally ready to do it. Well, no, they weren't. We saw them stuck over here with the Ace of Swords inverted. If they were lying to themselves. But it's like they feel like they lost their chance with you. Is what I'm getting for some of you. Those of you who are not dating other people and are still single, I feel like you run into them during that time frame, like late May through like August, or wherever you are in the world when it's really warm weather, and it's like a full moon and you look really pretty, or he looks really handsome, and you're like, oh my gosh, why haven't I ever said anything? So I feel like a conversation ensues at some kind of, like, it's like a promotion, a party for a promotion at someone at work. It's somebody's birthday party. It's, I'm hearing this like a summer solstice party. It's like an independence party. You know, like the independence of your country kind of party. It's, yeah, a birthday party for someone. It's, an engagement party for someone else because you have friends in common. It's some kind of like event that's social and fun, and you see each other and you haven't seen each other in a while, or maybe you've seen each other like once or twice, but no like real communication. Like, this is the first time you see each other like kind of like more dressed up and both looking really good. Is what I'm getting for the rest of you, pile number 3. And they're like, and this person's thinking like, oh, that's right, why didn't I ask them out again? Yeah, why didn't you, kind of thing, is what you're thinking. Yeah, I'm getting a real Cartagena vibe for some of you. So we have the 8 of Pentacles next, and I'm getting they didn't move forward, because I know we're all asking like, why didn't they? And I feel like it's for it doesn't matter if you're dating someone or not dating someone. The 8 of Pentacles is they were working really hard on themselves, but I feel like they've already kind of mastered that when they got into the Page of Swords. I think they were working really hard on earning money, because we saw that 10 of Pentacles, and I feel like they really want to have a strong financial foundation to offer you, because that was really in their feelings for you. They really want a future with you long term, I think. And I really do believe the majority of you they respected a lot and didn't move forward and try to hook up with you when they were in a bad energy. So they've been working really hard. They've been like working out at the gym. They've been trying to look good. They've been trying to lose weight. They've been working hard on the money. Some of them may have taken on like a second job, like consulting. They may have taken on a second job, even with where you may both work together, but they may have taken on like extra work at work so they can get extra pay. But I'm hearing they're working really hard at work for their money. I'm hearing the song, I work hard for the money. Who makes that song? I work hard for the money or something like that. I work hard for my money. That's it. I work hard for my money. She works hard for the... Donna Summer sang it. She works hard for the money. And it came out in 1983. That's exactly what popped in my head. She's from... The Brit was released in the UK and the US. She works hard for the money, so you better... So hard for it, honey. She works hard for the money, so you better treat her right. She works hard for the money, so hard for it, honey. She works hard for the money, so you better treat her right. 1983. Yeah, that's what I was getting. So I recommend like listening to that song because the song's all about treating somebody right who works really hard for the money. It came out in 1983. So, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Let me look up, sorry, I didn't mean to turn off the music on y'all. I like to try to keep it peaceful, but let me look up 1983, because I think that might, I don't know what that adds up to. 3. 3 is a highly spiritual number. It's actually a number of union. It's Trinity, harmony, union, expansion, advancement, enthusiasm, and birth. So they've been, 1983, they were working hard for the money. They were expanding their money. Because they want union, they want partnership with you. And then this is what they, like the overall potential outcome for the two of you is. So then it ends with the 2 of Pentacles. And that's for either of you. Those of you who might be dating someone, pile number 3, and those of you who might be single, doesn't matter. Ends with the 2 of Wands. And the 2 of Wands is Mars and Aries. So it's fast moving energy. And that means they have to make a decision on what they're going to do. So let me put the music back on because I can hear people in my house. And so I play the music a lot of the times to block the noise. So let me pause this. Okay, sorry about that, pile number 3. So I play music, 1, because I think it's calming and relaxing, and I play it at a special frequency level. And then 2, I play it because it can block sometimes the noise in my house with what's going on. So, yeah, I think with the 2 Wands, they're going to have to make a choice of what to do. And with Mars and Aries, they usually have to make that decision more fast because Mars is the fastest moving planet. And both of them, their eyes are wide open. And I keep hearing, I have my eye on the prize. I have my eye on the prize. And the eye on the prize is you, pile number 3. So I feel like even if you're in a connection, they're deciding, do I let them know how I feel and what I want? That's what they're deciding. If you're the one in a connection, do they actually move toward you and let you know what they really want? And they want to have a relationship with you and they want to date you and tell you, literally, I'm hearing the whole story. Like what they went through here and what they experienced and why they didn't communicate with you and why they withheld and why it took so long, and that maybe they really did have to work on some money for a while, because I'm hearing it's always been you and they wanted to be with you. Or do they realize I need to just let them go and let them be happy, because I did always want them just to be happy. That was my wish, was that they would be happy and let them be free. And my vibration was not right at the time, and go find someone else. So that's what they're deciding, for those of you in a connection. For those of you in a not in a connection, they're like, okay, I'm ready to go now. What do I say and how do I ask them out? And do I need to explain all of this to them, or can I just ask them out and it'd be okay? So I feel like they're still gonna be wavering. I feel like they're still gonna be wavering. I feel like this person is gonna take a long time, pile number 3. That's what I'm looking for. Because this is kind of like the final card in the outcome. So it can also mean they worked hard to achieve to get to where they are, because they did. They worked really hard to raise their vibration and improve whatever they had to go through to get out of this place of whatever this negative thing is that's been going on in their life, to move over here. And they're in this right now. So they're working hard on that. And then I feel like they had to work hard on their money. Maybe they had to pay to go somewhere, to deal with the situation. Maybe they had to deal with the grief and loss of a family member and pay for, funeral services and all those things. And that's very expensive. And the loss of somebody is just very tragic, of somebody you love. And I have the chills, so I feel like some of them are really dealing with that. And when that's happening, the last thing you're looking to do is try to date somebody. So the Two of Wands can also mean, especially when it's like the last card in an outcome, it can mean, you've worked really hard. You saw what you had to do to overcome things to get to where you need to be. And being the Page of Swords, it's like, this person can fly high. Maybe they flew up, saw, okay, I got a lot I gotta achieve. Let's get my money straight first. And that's what they did. So they worked hard to achieve that, but by doing that, you're pushing away other things and other opportunities to get you to that point. So it's isolating you from things, which would be potentially isolating you from being able to be with pile number 3. Like they could have, like, I feel like they did lose some of you in pile number 3. So now it's that realization of some of them do lose options in pile number 3. Like they don't have that option anymore. And it's coming to that realization, and that's not an opportunity anymore. Now, do I want to continue down the path I'm on because they're on a successful path? Or do they want to, I'm sorry, my nose can itch too sometimes when I'm channeling. Or do I want to be open to love, is what I'm hearing. Or just continue down this path of working. That's what it feels like they're now deciding for those of you who are available. That's what it feels like they have to do. I'm trying to see if there's anything. Because they really have 2 paths to take in terms of love in the end. Pursue those of you who are available in pile number 3. If you even still seem interested and receptive toward them at this point, or continue working the way they are and look for a different opportunity in love when it presents itself, but realizing now that they need to be more open to love when it's available, now that they're in a better place emotionally and ready for love, but just continue to work on themselves until love is available. And maybe they realize that they need to be more open-minded to love and start looking for love if that's what they want. But I feel like some of you in pile 3 will not be available for love. You'll be with somebody else, and you'll be really happy with somebody else. You'll know if you're not, if you see this person, and that's the person you wish you were with, you'll know immediately then you're not with the right person. If this person's single and looking to mingle, and the person, let's say you went on the trip with, and you get back and you see them and they're ready and available, and your heart just melts like butter and you want to be with them, pile number 3, then you know that's the person you want to be with. You're not with the right person. But I feel like most of you are going to be with somebody you're probably pretty happy with by then. And this might be somebody you just have a crush on right now. So, timing's fluid. People are fluid in our lives. They all teach us things. We all learn things. It's just part of the experience. It's part of life, So I think it'll be very interesting and very telling what will happen. I was almost starting to shuffle these upside down, because for you, I wanted to ask a timing card, and I didn't do that on anyone else, but for you, I really want to get a timing card of when they're gonna move in your direction. I just want to make sure I stopped myself from shuffling these upside down. I think I did. Because I had just started and I thought, oh no, please don't shuffle these upside down. It's going to be a nightmare. So for you, I'm going to do timing to see when we think this person might move towards you. Because there's some of you, and we'll also be able to tell if they're just like never going to move towards you. Because we'll ask the spirit if they're never going to move towards you, give us the Tower card. Let's make it that way. Give us the Tower card if they're never coming towards you, and the Devil card. And that's how we'll know. Sometimes it's helpful, too, to say those things, because then Spirit will just literally give it to us. If they give us only one, then we know for some of you, they're never moving towards you. But I feel like that's a good way to say. If we get the Tower or the Devil card, Spirit, that means they're just never moving in your direction. So we'll look for timing. But that'll help us too. But sure, the only problem I felt like we kind of need some timing, because I feel like this person is just all over the board. I don't know where they are. I don't know what they're doing. I feel like some of them are actually dealing with the loss of a loved one right now. Like a close family member, like a mother, a father, a sibling. So that's pretty devastating. That's really gonna, especially if they're young too. Look at this with the deck, and there's the Devil. Especially when you're young and you lose a parent young. Young meaning like 30 and under. It's really hard. So if we get a Tower card or a Devil card, Spirit, that means this person's never moving in the direction of some people in pile number 3. If we get both, that means they're not moving in the direction of pile 3 at all. Otherwise, we'd like 2 cards on timing, please. And if any of you have a specific, I have about a list of 10 pick a card readings I'm going to be doing. But if any of you have a specific pick a card reading or any other kind of reading you'd like, just leave a comment below and I'm happy to do it for you. If you would like a private reading, just feel free to email me and I will gladly do a private reading for you. I do not have set prices. You pay what you can afford by buying a coffee, and each coffee is only $5. So I never want anybody not to have access to a private reading, because those are very specific, and I think everybody should always have access to private readings if they want one. That's why I don't have set prices. People should be able to have that. If I was doing other things right now and this wasn't my only thing, I would say there is no fee, but unfortunately this is what I'm doing right now to pay my bills. Otherwise I would graciously give freely, and I wish I could honestly do that. And that's only if I resonate with you. If I don't, that's okay too. And if one of you really, really desperately has something that you need as a personal private reading, and $5 is just too much, that's okay. I'd still do a private personal reading for you for free. That's just who I am. It might take me a little while, but I'll do it. Trust me. Don't tell anyone that pile number 3, okay? That'll be our little secret. Okay, Spirit. If we get the Tower card or the Devil card, we know that's a no. They're never moving in pile 3's direction. Can we please have 2 cards for timing on when pile number 3 will move in the direction, and when this person will move in the direction of pile number 3? Okay. One more card, please. Three of Swords. And that's only for timing, so it doesn't matter if it's Three of Swords. It's not 100% no. Okay, Spirit, please let us know one more card for timing when this person will be moving in the direction for pile number 3. Perfect. Five of Wands. So they will definitely move in your direction. Yes, trust me. Spirit has actually answered exactly with when I have asked for specific cards for something, they have answered it. So this Three of Swords. When is this Three of Swords? Spirit, please help me with the Three of Swords. It's definitely summer because I'm hot. It's like I can feel heat, like hot, like humidity, heat, like sticky. So I would say June through like the second week of September, because here even, heck, even sometimes the whole month of September can be hot, but I would say 1st of June through through September 14th is what I'm hearing. Like I said, it could be a while. But I mean, when it's the right person, it's the right person. But you're not in a connection with them and they didn't have to go somewhere to deal with something. It's a crush, so it's okay to date and be open to other people. What's the Five of Wands, Spirit? This Five of Wands thing is getting two timings. I'm getting the chills, so I know what I'm hearing is right. It has something to do about flowers blooming. What type of flowers? Gerber daisies? I have no idea when Gerber daisies bloom. Let me look it up. I didn't even know when Gerber daisies existed. I mean, I don't even know the last time I said the word Gerber daisies. Late spring and early summer. I want like real times to be able to give you more than that. They don't like really hot weather. So they appear in spring and fall, which was so funny because I was seeing fall with this like crescent moon for some reason. Okay, so come on, I just want like, so they'll start blooming as early as March. Let me just click on one and see when I can get it. I'll pause this. Okay, so now that I have the answer on Gerber daisies, I think there's one cool fun fact. They hail from South Africa, and Gerber daisies bloom in the spring. So the spring is, we'll say, mid-March through May, and then again in the fall, which we'll say is after September 14th through November 15th. So I hope that helps. So that way, that's when we'll expect this person to reach out to you. It's going to be different for both of you, for all of you in pile number 3, but that kind of gives you some kind of time frame since we were interested, I was interested at least, in when was this person going to reach out? And you're the only pile that we actually looked at timing. So thank you again for liking, subscribing, sharing, and being a part of the channel. Again, email me if there are any types of specific readings you'd like. It doesn't have to be a pick a card. If there's just anything you'd like, I'm happy to do it for you. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.